Thanks, Rob. Coach, you split the season series with Butler, and one big difference in your loss was the performance of Butler's Andrew Schrabis. How is your approach to him going to change tonight and the fact that he's back now?
Well, I don't know if it changes our approach so much as it changes Butler's approach. You know, he's a guy that tries to drag your center away from the basket. You know, he's very effective at driving the basketball. He puts you on your toes a little bit because he can shoot the three effectively enough to get you out on the perimeter. So it's a big challenge. They're going to be a little bit different team offensively than we're used to, and it gives them 5 more fouls in the post as well.
How are you going to establish Matt Stainbrook inside tonight against Butler?
Well, you know, like we always do. We got to throw it to him, and I'm sure that they're going to trap him at times. But Matt's a good enough passer to find the open man. But there's no doubt we have to play the way we've played all year, and that is to go inside out first. And, you know, Matt's a big part of that.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back to you, Rob.
All right, thank you, Molly. Mack and Butler 4-2 versus top 25 programs this season. The 2 losses came to Villanova. They have a chance for another top 25 win as number 22 Butler is waiting on deck. And KO, you're looking at the front line to see who's going to win this one.
Can Andrew Schrabis hold up against Xavier's front line? You know, between Jalen Reynolds and Matt Stainbrook, James Farr, they're deep and they're diversified. Roosevelt Jones has to help against that front line. And as a linebacker in sneakers, he can do that against guards. He can also do that against forwards. That's where I see the game being decided tonight.
You're looking at D. Davis.
Yeah, I'm looking to see how he can control the tempo a little bit. You know, Barlow is a terrific guard. Think about it. He's playing as he's conquered everything. He's a walk-on, and now he's leading his Butler team. Right. D. Davis, he's had a more glorified trip. That means he's a scholarship guy, but now you got to put your guys in the right spots. You got to get that front line in their right positions and see if they can battle. And you got to knock down some shots when they leave you open.
Yeah. What a season for Butler. Chris Holtmann started the campaign as an interim head coach, became the full-time head coach, and they're coming off a Saturday victory over a ranked Providence team. Xavier Butler, both teams, according to FoxSports.com, Stuart Mandel, on the way to the NCAA tournament. But you get the feeling their resume and positioning in the big dance could certainly be enhanced by a deep run, and they both have their first test coming up in just minutes. Matt Stainbrook is going to be a big focus for the Musketeers tonight. He's averaging 12 points a game, but coming off a season-high 26 in Saturday's win over the Blue Jays. Tip coming up in 14 minutes.
Every day under greatness. It's back to the basics. I can't slow down. I can taste every day under greatness. It's back to the basics. I can't slow down. I can taste it.
We welcome you back to New York City. Final quarterfinal game is coming up next. It's Xavier and Butler to get you in the mood. Here's Ed Lover.
I got this. What you gonna do? I got this. After 3 rounds on the hardwood today, only one more crew can punch a ticket to the Big East Tourney semis. And in the last game of the night, 2 familiar foes will go one-on-one. Takes it and hits.
Send the new big fella.
Both want to bring down the house, but only one about to take it to the top. Butler, Xavier, next on Fox Sports 1.
I think we've been here before.
What a season it's been for the Butler Bulldogs. In the preseason, they were picked tied for 7th in the preseason poll. They end up 22-9. They're ranked 22nd in the land right now. The Musketeers, Xavier at 19-12. Rob, KO, Donnie Marshall back here with you as we get closer and closer to finding out our final semifinalists. The winner of this one to take on number 2 seed Georgetown, who survived Creighton just a few minutes ago. Earlier in the day, it was 4 seed Providence, 1 seed Villanova. Moving on as well. We'll see if the seeds can hold in the 4 spot. Xavier's going to be introduced first. And if you're the Musketeers right now, KO, you're saying we need to do what to be successful tonight?
I think Chris Mack and Xavier think they're a little bit underappreciated. I think they're going to play with a chip on their shoulder tonight. I think they're going to play good basketball. Whoever wins this game, Rob, we're going to have an unbelievable set of semis tomorrow night. So our viewers can't lose in any way. They should have a great game tonight and 2 more great ones tomorrow night.
But, KO, the way I think they play with that chip is they got to get stops. Defensively, they're
I agree.
Shoot 44%, and they're much better than that. Their size tells that. You're you got a team in Butler that shoots 36% from three. They only guarded Xavier at 35%. So you got to stop somebody.
What they're going to have to do is they're going to have to stop Roosevelt Jones. He's the X factor, inside, outside. Yeah. He just bullies people.
Mack and the Musketeers made it to the semifinals of this tournament last year. You go back to Roosevelt Jones. In your eyes, he's a two-sport star. He's a linebacker who just happens to play basketball as well.
He just plays so hard, and he's such a tough matchup, especially for a young guy like Trevon Blewett.
This kid is a unanimous All-Big East rookie selection.
Should have been.
Leads the team in scoring 12.2 points per game. Stainbrook averaging 12 points a game, all the while driving a Uber cab around Cincinnati.
The other thing about Rose Jones is he goes right every time.
No, he does.
But he's like James Harden going left. I mean, you
can't stop him.
You can't stop him. You really can't now. He's not James Harden.
No, he's not.
But he goes that way.
Right.
He gets to that spot, and teams can't stop him.
I think Donnie, what Xavier has to do to contend with Roosevelt Jones is maybe play somebody a little bit bigger on him and get on his right hand and make him shoot those scoop shots over length when he gets around the rim.
Xavier won 6 of their last 8 versus Butler, including handing the Bulldogs their most lopsided loss of the season back in late February, a 19-point victory for the Musketeers. Matt Stainbrook appears slightly motivated for this one.
That looked like the pep talk you gave Donnie and I before we came up here.
I got to lift you guys. It's been a long day. It's 4 games.
If my Uber driver screamed like that, I'd get out immediately. I'm not getting in his car.
According to Stuart Mandel of FoxSports.com, the Butler Bulldogs are a 5 seed right now. They've matched the 4th best improvement in Big East history in terms of a conference record. They were 4-14 last year, guys. 12-6 this go around. And it's even more remarkable when you consider all the turmoil they had around the head coaching position. Chris Holtmann started the season as an interim, finally became the acting and full-time head coach back in January. And here's Butler, ranked in the top 25, number 22 coming into this week. We'll see you next at halftime. Now, for the call of our final quarterfinal, let's send it courtside. Gus Johnson and the governor, Bill Raftery.
All right, thank you very much, Rob, and we are ready for our final game of the evening as the Butler Bulldogs take on the Xavier Musketeers. Coach, this one could be a war.
This is all about toughness. Who can compete? We hear about the Butler way, and some of that's the defense, some of it's the way they play. They get after you. If you don't match that, you're getting out of the tournament.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams. We'll start with Xavier, 19-12 on the year. They were 9-9 in Big East play.
And they talked about the Uber driver, Stainbrook. His elevation minimal, his effect gigantic.
Meanwhile, for the Butler Bulldogs, 22-9, 12-6 in conference play.
Now, they mentioned a lot of guys. My guy is Alex Barlow. Every trip, he's totally involved in the game. Toughness personified.
A series that dates back to 1979. Xavier leads it 34-18 and has won 6 of the previous 8. Now, during the regular season, the team split their 2 meetings, with each club winning at home by double figures. Butler won the first meeting 88-76 in Indy behind 19 points from Andrew Sharbus and a 13.11 rebound double-double by Cameron Woods. Xavier dominated the rematch in Cincinnati 73-56, leading by as many as 29. Myles Davis had 18, and the bracket is starting to sift its way out now, Coach.
Keep it up, guys. A pretty nice Friday evening. My goodness, it'll be a lot of fun.
So the officials for tonight: Mike Roberts, Jeff Anderson, Tony Chiazza.
You got that. You've been working on that all day.
So here we go. Butler controlling it. Roosevelt Jones.
Well, right now, Gus Johnson, Xavier, Musketeers, go! Minute.
Dunham, first team All Big East. He is a shooter, folks. Fun to watch. Number 24 for Butler. Kellen Dunham. He can put the biscuit coach in the basket.
He sure can. You know, he is the kind of a kid that's active, great without the basketball, as most shooters are. Know how to extricate themselves from traffic.
One of the all-time leading scorers in Indiana schoolboy history. Now Barlow looking inside. Roosevelt Jones, the lob off the heel. And here's D. Davis.
He does a great job finding people.
Stainbrook calling for it immediately with Woods on his back.
And Stainbrook's so intelligent around the rim. Wards people off, knows position. As we mentioned, he's not going to be called the elevator man.
Trayvon Blewett, pull-up jump shot off the back rim. Loose ball knocked around, out of play, and we'll head the other way. Chris Mack, 45 years old, 6th year at Xavier. 2 Sweet 16 appearances and made the NCAA tournament 2 other times in his first 5 years. He was also a 2-time Atlantic 10 Coach of the Year.
Travis, really one of those workaholic, power, undersized forward. Kick out, bang in. Alex on the money.
And Alex Barlow, a former walk-on, who has started 64 straight games for the Bulldogs. And Butler's on the board with a 3.
We never had a walk-on like that. They were friends of friends. Oh, this kid has just a great attitude.
Remy Abel to Davis.
Automatic switch, and see Blue goes to the box.
Now Stainbrook with Travis on his back.
Here comes Old Man River, nice and easy.
Abel, pump fake, dribble drive down the lane, tough move, a brick. Woods with a rebound, outlet. Here comes Rosie Jones on the Euro step, left hand high and in.
How do you take it away? Kid is magnificent. For his size, it's a wonder what he can accomplish.
And you know, the Indianapolis Colts have been making a lot of moves in the offseason. They need to look at Roosevelt Jones. I think he can play fullback, tight end, maybe even wide receiver. Abel.
He is rugged.
Abel off the mark on his first 2 shots. Jones the other way.
Need to stop right here. Xavier, get their legs.
Barlow, same spot.
Nice tip to myself.
Blewett, who averaged 37 points a game in high school in Indiana last year. Crossover dribble strip. Stainbrook, left hand, no.
And Travis just does a nice job dislodging.
Woods. Pull-up jump shot. Both teams a little anxious to start this game. Barlow. Kellen Dunham.
Ooh, don't give him those kind of clean looks.
Jones, reverse layup, blocked by Stainbrook. Jones hustling in the corner, saved from going out of play. But Xavier can't hold on. Barlow, other side. Count it.
Or they give it up. Unselfish, knowing their game. That's what Woods does. Cameron's not going to beat you down from deep. Got it to the correct guy.
8-0. Butler off to a great start. Bulldogs, one of the surprise teams in college basketball this year. Blewett driving baseline and fouled. And it looks like this will go against Cameron Woods.
The team that makes great decisions. A hustle play here. Come up with the loose one. And right here, a lot of guys would have taken that jumper. Give it somebody more proficient to mark it down. That's Barlow.
Now Jalen Reynolds will check in for Matt Stainbrook. And there's Chris Holtman. What a season. One of 15 semifinalists for the Naismith Coach of the Year award. Was an assistant under Brandon Miller for 1 season after coaching Gardner Webb for 3 years. Blewett, and he hits the 16-footer. And what was amazing, when Miller had to take a medical leave of absence, Holtman was named interim coach to start the season. Then on January 2nd, it was announced that Miller would not be returning to the school and the interim tag had been removed.
What a blessing to have him on the staff, an experienced guy. Amazing, the coach of the year in this conference. How about that? Old-fashioned music.
Travis gives Butler a 10-2 lead, and right now Xavier a little shaky.
And they do it to you. Butler gets in your head.
Butler leads the conference in defense, allowing only 61 points a game. Xavier's got to figure it out here in the Big Apple. Butler with a 10-2 lead, a 3 versus a 6. Time now to join the third member of our team, Boss Lady Molly McGrath.
Thank you, Gus. Now, Butler's forward Andrew Travis recently returned after breaking his right hand, and he told me before the game that the hand is completely healed. He's now just working on the strength in the grip of his hand, and he's wearing a padded wrap to protect it. He said the toughest part is getting used to that wrap, and he finds that it affects him most on layups and plays around the basket, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him yet tonight, guys.
All right, thank you very much. It's hard to work for Molly. You know, she's the boss.
She takes over, huh?
Yep.
Well, we could use some direction. We certainly don't get it from the truck all the time.
Our producer, Steve Shear, the wizard.
He's not normally up this late at night. I hope he survives. Little pin down series, flex look.
Dunham inside, Travis. Backing down, Reynolds. When you look at these Bulldogs, they're kind of thick, Coach.
They are, and tough, and that's why they do so well on defense. Always stay at home, play the run. Look at Travis duck in. Kid is tough around the rim. Little kiss and a roadie. Oh, what an addition to this team. They missed it when he was gone. Molly pointing out the hand. That was soft. He didn't need a lot of grip.
12-2. Reynolds, pull-up jump shot, and he'll get the roll. That ball just died as it hit the back rim. Soft touch by the Detroiter.
You always favor anybody else who said a harsh delivery, but he is a kid that's going to have a big upside.
8 for 8 from the field his last 2 games.
Now this is a kid who really knows post offense, mid post and low post. Discard.
And a whistle, offensive foul coming up against Butler, and that will be Dunham called for his first. I remember seeing him as a freshman, Coach.
You liked him, huh?
I mean, he had no conscience. He would shoot it quickly wherever he got it, and most of the time it went in.
And now he'll shoot it, always takes a good shot, generally speaking. I mean, occasionally he will, but really has grown conceptually on offense because he uses bumps great, and they get it to him at the right time.
Myles Davis in the game now for Xavier. Where's number 15? Stainbrook back in as well. We'll play with Reynolds. Myles Davis. Got it.
Local guy in the playing field. Started at times comfortable on the floor or on the bench, coming in supporting. Great deep strength.
Tyler Weidman also in the game for Butler. Where's number 4? Barlow. He's hit 2 threes already in this game. Dunham.
Always ready, isn't he, with the foot? Well, look at his pass.
Weidman takes the extra dribble. May not have needed it.
Now, and Reynolds right there to negate.
Xavier's starting to settle down a bit now. D. Davis, the teardrop. And out of bounds.
I thought he was looking at the lob, too. He did shoot it. He's talking to Reynolds now. Big fella. I was looking for you to bail me out.
Remy Abel back in. Transferred from Indiana.
Now, you had games when he played.
Yes, I did. He did a good job for Tom Crean.
A heck of a defender, too. He's got Dunham. He'll be a little tired come midnight.
Indiana winning today, beating Northwestern. Now Rosie Jones, and he's fouled.
He is amazing going to that left, strong. He's usually able to convert with great extension.
Roosevelt Jones, second team All Big East, team high 16 points, 8 of 8 at the line, 3 rebounds, 3 assists at Providence. And 3 things you need to know about Roosevelt Jones. Well, we'll wait for a moment.
There's a lot I know about his game, though. Tough kid.
And he missed a pair. Davis the other way. See Davis again with this floater. Gets his own rebound.
You know you miss before anybody else.
Stainbrook across the lane. Jump hook, left hand, old school.
Old time religion, the big fella. Elevation minimal, never gets a nosebleed.
Now Xavier on a 7-0 run. Folks, this has the potential to be a classic between two evenly matched teams. Dunham, rise of fire, rims off, and a foul inside coming up against the Musketeers.
Talk about position and knowing where the guy defensively is. That little chicken arm that lets him understand balance and what he can get away with. And right here on the bounce, trying to help out. I just love his knowledge around that rim. Such a factor.
Stainbrook transferred from Western Michigan, scored over 600 points for the Broncos in 2 seasons.
Nice little fake on baseline and a pin down.
Etherington checks in. Here's Travis. Got it.
And he knew he had Stainbrook. You know, you put those two guys together, you'd like to go out and have lemonade with them. Probably go bowling. You know, they look. I think they're going to have to work out consistently the rest of their life.
I don't know. Travis and Stainbrook, they look like the guys at the YMCA in the 45 to 50-year-old league.
They do. Play old. Austin with a nice look. Nothing junior about that.
15 to 11. 4 points for Stainbrook. Travis has 7.
Little post button hook by Jones. He wants it. He's got Davis.
Steps out in the corner.
Nice fight.
Etherington driving. Lost his balance and turns it over.
Great coverage baseline.
Cross court. Abel.
Double post up with Reynolds. Watch him on offensive rebound if Stainbrook gets touches.
Myles Davis flips it up and banks it in straight away.
Well, he can score. He thought he got fouled. Might as well. Kiss it home.
That was a Stephon Marbury. Cover the ball up, get to the hole, and Brooklyn, New York move.
It sure was. Well, Jersey's close enough.
Etherington thought about it.
They all want to stretch Stainbrook, make him move.
9 to shoot. Travis in the corner. He's been hot. Stainbrook, nice box out. Austin the other way, and he traveled.
Looking one way, just didn't make the pass early enough.
And a timeout on the floor, 10:28 to play. Xavier off to a slow start, but they've cut the Butler lead to 2.
Well, scoop to the hoop, Gus. You got that in your game? If you don't, you better get it. That mid-range, that little floater. The toughness. Jimmy Brown coming at you. Where's Sam Huff when you need him?
And after the game, stick around for Fox Sports Live as Jay and Dan get you all the highlights from a full day of college basketball tournament action, as well as the latest from NFL free agency and everything from the NBA and NHL. It's all right here on Fox Sports 1 after the game. The Philadelphia Eagles, Chip Kelly is just doing everything, Coach. They're going to sign DeMarco Murray. They got Sam Bradford. What's going on with these guys in Philly?
Think he wants
Philly guys.
Do you think he wants a little Oregon addition?
I think so. 15-13 Butler. Let's go inside the huddle with Chris Holtmann.
Hey, listen, right now, they're trying to punk us on every ball screen, okay? Be physical with the ball. Be strong with it, okay? Down here, got to keep being active, okay? Got to be more active. Let's try to get about 3 or 4 deflections in this media here.
Chris Holtmann, as a player, was an NAIA All-American at Taylor College. When he was at Gardner-Webb, he improved each season. In 3 years, the team was 21-13, earned a postseason game in the CIT. And he was the Big South Coach of the Year.
Unbelievable. And what a blessing to have him there when their difficulties medically occurred.
This jumper Off the mark for Martin.
This is what you'd expect when you play Butler. They will hang tough, they grind, they compete. You heard the time out there talking about deflections. I want a number of them. Be active, be physical. One of the great steals guy here in Barlow. They get right up and under you.
Stainbrook, great catch, great ball fake. Can't get it to stay down.
Travis runs the floor and making the big guy run too.
Travis tried to back him down. Barlow, top of the key, and hits. That's his third three, folks.
I'll tell you, this kid, he's just made himself into a player.
18-13. The Butler Bulldogs lead it. Stainbrook now. Here's a bump and grind.
Trying to take away that right shoulder from him.
Moon ball, D. Davis.
There it is. Comes down wet. Get a towel.
The Moon Man hitting a big jump shot for three. 18-16. Butler on top of Xavier.
Davis just hangs around. Nice little cross.
Roosevelt Jones with the flip. Cameron Woods with the rebound.
Great rebounder. One of the best in the league.
Barlow, left hand, up, and good.
How about that?
No, they wipe it off. It's an offensive foul.
Wow, I thought he was by. Well, let's see. Oh, he kept sliding by. That's one of those, if anything, look at him. He counted it already. Tough one against him. Tough to deal with, but he'll still play. Look at him ringing the bell. Make him catch it out here. He's got to bounce a number of times to get close.
Drop step Stainbrook, and he's fouled from behind by Travis.
And nice read. They finally drop step that way, but the guy that lights it up for this team, not necessarily with all these threes, but the competitive zeal, the consistent effort, the great defense, hands, strength, you name it, he usually provides the lift.
Not only is he a good basketball player, academic All-America as well. Alex Barlow on the bench right now. As Big Matt, the Uber driver, coach, I think he's driven you a couple of times.
Usually late
when you're
at night.
in Cincinnati.
I think he's the only guy that plays that stays out later than me. That's just a guess.
Gave up his scholarship to his brother.
But you know, you look that shot at Barlow on the bench. He's the kind of guy when you would want to fight him. I don't think. You know,
no, not at all.
He's going to just keep coming and coming and coming. There, got the dark guy. He's had a few little cuffs go his way or against him.
And a strip.
Give it.
Blew it. Nice pass. Abel strong to the hole, up and in. And the foul.
Ooh, the ride by at the end. If you know you're going to score, let it go.
And Xavier takes their first lead of the game.
Not a good foul by Woods. He doesn't think he hit him here. Just those hands. Jones was the guy. So Cameron was upset by the call, though.
And Abel's shot just looks like he left it in Cincinnati.
Well, but your family, it's the wind currents here.
Almost another steal. D. Davis getting a hand on the basketball. Barlow about to come back in.
Now, both coaches said their days off. They had great practices, and they look it, don't they? They look ready.
10 to shoot. Deflection, blew it. Out of bounds. And Xavier gets it again. 7:48 to play in the first half. The X-Men on top now, 20-18.
For the three, that's game. Cross and make them fall to their knees. That's game. Lay it up high off the glass. That's game. Behind my back, no look pass. That's game.
And a look at the game summary.
The ability to get it inside is very important, I think, for Xavier. To keep going to Stainbrook, good things happen. And Barlow taking a little bit of a blow. I'm sure he'll be back out shortly.
All right, let's go inside the huddle with Xavier coach Chris Mack.
Hey, offensively now, doing a really good job of beating the ball into the box. They can't guard us in there. They cannot guard you guys in there.
I think we'll be going inside.
That's right.
And I don't blame them. Just O'Mara on the floor now, giving Stainbrook a blow. And a lot of guys will be slipping in. Far, who can bite you deep, but pretty good around the rim. We'll see if he gets some opportunities there.
Chris Mack, tough guy, born and raised in Ohio. Of course, they're all tough in Ohio. Played 2 years at Evansville and then his final 2 years under Pete Gillen at Xavier. Pete Gillen, tough guy. Acura, he's a sharpshooter. Downtown.
Go get the ball. Look who does.
Barlow. D. Davis back. Barlow to the basket and lays it in.
Now that ball was up for grabs. He just wanted it more. That long rebound. Toughness prevails.
Barlow with 11 points. He averages 8 per game on the season. And we haven't heard a lot from Kellen Dunham from Butler.
Right, they don't have to. Usually the best defender is going to be on Dunham. He can't fall asleep as they turn it over, Xavier, on Barlow.
Third turnover for the Musketeers as Stainbrook and Jalen Reynolds come back into the game.
Now, you mentioned Chris Mack as being tough. They just had a nice baby, and, you know.
His wife's tougher than him. What are you talking about?
Well, some people say a better player. Hall of Fame at Dayton. Just had their little child. And everybody's tough during the game. It's when you meet them after where they're pleasant.
Travis looking inside for Dunham.
A better match for Dunham to elevate now with D. Davis on him. You get that jump shot off.
Here's Dunham curling high and throws it out of play.
A nice switch. A good job by Reynolds. Forced that problem.
Nice catch by the referee, Mike Roberts, too. He saved that ball from going out of bounds. Saw in an NBA game yesterday, a young lady got hit in the face with the basket.
I saw that actually on the sideline, right behind the team bench.
E. Davis left hand, Figueroa no, rebounded by Reynolds, and a foul coming up.
Well, he must have pushed before. He was in pretty good shape. I don't think he had to the way he can elevate.
Remy Abel comes in, and he'll replace Jalen Reynolds. He picked up his second foul, so he has to go to the bench at the 6:17 mark.
Well, Xavier's got an impressive front line when you think of Reynolds and Farr, Stainbrook when they're together. They are big. He's playing a lot smaller right now.
Dunham driving, gets to the hole, left hand high, and in.
That's the way to get untracked. Loosen it up with that bounce to ecstasy.
The KD shuffle. Remember Kevin Porter?
Oh, yeah.
KP shuffle, they called it.
St. Francis, right?
That's right.
Pennsylvania.
Stainbrook and
the body bump. The big guy, and this is just a great use of, this is why you've got to go with both hands. The ability to have some strength, too. Slight of body, strong of heart.
I know he's smaller. Does Dunham give you a little Gordon Hayward?
Interesting. That'd be a good matchup shooting-wise. I think he's stronger, Hayward. That would be my guess.
Gordon Hayward, former Butler star, signing a max contract in Utah.
You're always about the money.
Always. Woods on the hop. Stainbrook.
Really holds his ground nicely.
D. Davis. Oh, Stainbrook with a terrible pass. Now Dunham. And he runs into Stainbrook. Do they count it? No. Or yes, they do.
Well, he's lucky there, I thought. That little pull-up, I thought, or he could have dumped it off. Little personality. He is moving. But a nice little dish would have prevented any decision on that particular play. But God makes big guys pleasant. Number 2. on number 40.
And he'll have to sit down at the 5:13 mark. So Dunham at the free throw line.
Normally, where's that bell? 86%.
Miles Davis, able, struggled shooting the ball in this game. Far, he'll take a three.
Yeah, he can make those.
Miles Davis slipping and fouling. Looks like Barlow fouled him.
Well, number 2 on Barlow, if I'm not mistaken.
He may stay in. He does pick up his second.
See which way they may go. Jackson Aldridge, maybe. Let's see what they do. They go for. Why not? Roosevelt Jones. He can play the point forward mentality. They all guard relentlessly. No change in that area.
Roosevelt Jones with a body like a smaller version of Anthony Mason.
Oh, God bless him, huh? Too young.
Mason recently passing away after having a massive heart attack. A lot of great days on this floor with the New York Knicks.
He was fearless, and people feared him.
I still fear him. And the trouble.
They're getting a little too deep without any decision by Martin.
7 turnovers for Butler. 24-20 as D. Davis walks it up the floor.
Tough-minded D. That's why they're able to hold people down, Butler. Strong individually, collectively. Great job posting and a lot more. A nice drive by the little guy Davis. A lot tougher mentally, this team on D.
D. Davis with 5. 2-point ball game. First half moving quickly here at Madison Square Garden. Dunham, that's his range.
Oh, he did a nice job setting his guy with that V-cut. Fake baseline. Just off a little bit.
Blew it. Takes it all the way.
Nice play. Slap by Travis.
Jones lobs it for Woods.
What a save.
Picked up though, Abel pushing it on Dunham. Euro step, how about that? Just get to the hole.
How about that is right, and Dunham wisely doesn't foul to add some misery to the trip.
Remy, Abel on the fast break. And we're level at 24.
Dunham, he's so good without the ball.
16-footer.
There it is. Efficient footwork, control of the weight.
26-24. Dunham starting to get warm now. He has 6.
Doesn't need much time or space.
And he's hit 6 in a row.
See how they get up and under you with the point of attack.
Far, deep 3.
Ooh.
Madison Square Garden recently underwent construction.
And they do it slowly. Brick by brick.
Coach. Dunham again. Fires.
Now you got him because they're really closing out on him. Watch for him to drive. This time he gets a chance for 3 at the foul line. Dunham's out, folks. Watch it. Efficient offensively.
26-24. Dunham going to the line to shoot 3.
Welcome back to Madison Square Garden. We got a tight one here late in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll show you how 2-seed Georgetown barely survived 10-seed Creighton. Plus, we'll show you how Villanova easily advanced to tomorrow's semifinals. Gus, Ralph, we'll see you guys at the break.
All right, thank you very much. 26-24. Kellen Dunham going to the line to shoot 3, and this kid can really play the game.
He sure can. A long day for Rob, but this kid lighting it up for Butler. Ability to get to the rim really accentuated by his pull-up, his ability from downtown just to really smart offensive player and unabashed like all scores are. If you miss, something doesn't go his way. You know, just a terrific contributor. Steps right in and actually gets other people free by his use of screens where they hedge out, hand hedge, and a little charm with the official. That always comes in handy.
Dunham scored his 1,000th career point against Tennessee in December and stands 18th on the school's all-time list. Shooting 3. And 3 things you need to know about KD. Favorite meal, seafood. Green date, dinner on the ocean. With who? He won't tell you. He doesn't want to break hearts.
Look at him, maybe with a basketball, right?
That's right.
Golf too, huh? He looks like a kid that's never been tardy in his life.
This is second free throw.
Not mischievous like you and possibly me.
See, you're getting me in trouble, Coach. I'm reformed.
Well, you were talking yesterday about your after-school punishments.
That's right. The jugs. Blew it.
Just watch the concentration defensively here. Always helping, squaring away, assisting, recovering.
Davis 5 to shoot, lets it go.
Great set defensively, even the checkouts, just to finish it off properly.
Dunham.
Nice get back.
Jones. Now Woods facing on Davis. Mismatch and an offensive foul called on Cameron Woods.
And that's his locality too. Normally a little more efficient in that area.
Woods trying to find a rhythm tonight as he picks up his second foul. Coach Holton, enthusiastic.
What a job he has done. Stepping in. Got to have great kids too. They just moved on. Terrific turnaround year.
Blew it, jump shot.
A little late, that's 3-10.
Blew it with 5 points in the first half. He's their leading scorer at 12 a game. 28-27, Butler. 50 seconds to play in the first. Jones backing up on Myles Davis. Takes him deep in the hole. Turnaround jump shot in and out. Far. Got a hand on it and the rebound.
I like the idea, though. 2 for 1. They're going to get another shot, Gus.
And a timeout call by Coach Mack. 37 seconds remaining in the first half. Butler up by a penny. Sunday, Katie Nolan brings her fresh perspective on the world of sports and gives her unfiltered take on the week's headlines. It's smart, funny, irreverent, and unlike anything else you've ever seen. Garbage Time with Katie Nolan premieres Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, right after the Timbers Galaxy game here on Fox Sports 1. 28-27, Butler a 3 taking on a 6 in Xavier. Butler was the surprise team in the conference this year, picked to finish 7th by the coaches. They opened Big East play at 1-2, but an 88-76 win over Xavier started a 4-week stretch in which the Bulldogs went 7-1.
Very impressive. All about the D, keeping you down, making tough shots, forcing you with the tough shots. I'd like to see Stainbrook around the rim, little screen and get inside.
Blew it, driving, out of bounds, and it looks like the Musketeers will hold on with 12 to shoot.
I see Mike Lewis over the sideline, and a feisty guy, assistant for Chris Holtman, former Indiana player.
Okura comes back in for Farr. He's a shooter.
Pretty good passer too, guys. Got a little flair in his game.
Jackson Davis in for Butler.
Nice denial by Schrader. Oh, almost came up with a steal. Always, they're itchy, but like a bad sweater. I know you've had a few of those.
Yes. Had to get rid of those.
You always had those hand-me-downs, right? It looked good on your cousin. Wear it, kid.
Blew it, 6 to shoot. D. Davis takes a deep jump shot and buries it.
Push quick.
The Moon Man, 3 seconds to go. Jones tries to lay it in and can't. And that's the end of the first half. Back and forth they went. D. Davis with the deadly moonshot.
And the towels. This kid, a lot of moisture. And no little church league for this kid. Outside. Woo, drilling nylon.
And let's go to Molly McGrath.
Thanks, Gus. Coach, 16 points off turnovers. How's your team capitalizing on Butler's mistakes?
Well, you know, the biggest problem we had was just getting off to a poor start. Butler's not usually a team that makes many mistakes. We just want to stay big around the basket. We have the size advantage. We have to keep it out of foul trouble, force them to hit shots in the paint over our size.
Kellen Dunham started to get hot at the end of the half. What do you need to do against him defensively moving forward?
Well, we have to continue to make his looks hard. You have to chase him off handoffs and ball screens. But more importantly, we can't foul jump shooters. And, you know, our team has a tendency to do that, and he likes to kick out his legs and sell the Reggie Miller deal. But, you know, we just can't foul him on jump shots.
All right, thank you, Coach. Gus, back to you.
All right, that's the end of the first half with the score. Xavier 30, Butler 28. You're watching the Big East Tournament exclusively on Fox Sports 1. We'll send you to our studio in Rob Stone right after this.
Three of our 4 semifinalists are set from Manhattan. We're waiting on the 4th. Nova, Providence, Georgetown have already advanced. Who will join them, Xavier or Butler? And what a strong take here. Remy Abel charging hard, laying in 2 of his 4 for Xavier. The Musketeers have led for all of 59 seconds, but they're leading at the break, 30-28. Butler shot out to an 8-0 lead. Alex Barlow, a big reason for that. He had 6 of the 8. He's been the scorer so far, Donnie.
Yeah, it's incredible when you think about a guy who was a walk-on at one point.
Right.
I mean, he's their toughest guy, and maybe that helps. Maybe that's the reason why he's their toughest guy in this game. He's doing a terrific job knocking down shots. Not only that, KO, look at this move, inside out, and then the high finish really is leading this Butler team, but they got to take better care of the ball. 9 turnovers. Xavier 16 points off of those 9.
And you know what we have? We have a good old-fashioned rock play, Donnie.
Yeah.
I mean, inside, these guys are crushing each other. The referees are letting it go. They're letting them play Big East basketball, which I think will help when they get to the NCAA tournament. We've got 2 top 30 teams going head-to-head in our 4th game of the day. What could be better?
Well, remember, these 2 teams have a deep familiarity with each other. They've been in 3 different conferences together,
right.
So they know each other.
And they don't like each other.
Intimately. Yeah,
of course they don't like each other.
Probably right.
They don't.
They're not supposed to like each other.
Butler in a tight one at the break. When we return, whoa, big shots, the theme of the day. Georgetown had him. Providence had him. Villanova had him. You'll see how those 3 advanced when we return.
– 30-28, Xavier on top of Butler. Now let's go inside the Butler locker room.
You know, the deal right now you guys probably would tell me, okay, offensively, okay, the deal right now is what? Is there anything come to mind? Turnovers, yep, got 9 of them, okay, got 9 of them. Now some of those are charges. We're trying to make aggressive plays. We made some aggressive plays. I think 1 or 2 of them were flops, okay? But it is what it is now, okay? We've turned it over in transition a couple times, and we've been sloppy with the ball in the half court when they're in the gaps. Got to ratchet up how physical we are, how smart we are. It's about win it. Let's win the next possession that's in front of us, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Take it fair ball, right, team? Okay. Open up with the stop here. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, so Coach Holtman talking to his team. Turnovers a problem.
It's amazing. You've got to get opportunities. Possessions are important, particularly in a tough kind of a game like this. The big thing too with Xavier, the rebounding, you know, got to hit the glass. I think both teams, whoever's going to win is going to have to step up on the glass, particularly the offensive end.
All right, now let's look at the AT&T Fast analysis of the first half.
Take a look at the numbers, Gus. Once again, the turnovers jump off, and look at the points off. Just a little too tough, I think. Gain control of this game, value the basketball.
So Xavier with the ball to start the second half as D. Davis, Remy Abel, Makura, Stainbrook, and Blewett start the second half for Chris Mack's team.
Almost like a little Ford corner look here. All he needs Phil Ford. It was Dean Smith's creation years ago. Great job defensively, and that's why they hold you low. They make you work on the tough shot. Runner, if that goes, you're very fortunate.
Cameron Woods with the rebound. Roosevelt Jones along with Travis, Barlow, Dunham.
And look at this match here. Nice entry. Travis, pick it up.
Cross court, Barlow, catch and shoot.
Oh, they are patient. A lot of guys would have moved around. Look at the steal by Barlow. Never gives up. Woo! Stick-to-itiveness personified.
Barlow with 13 points. He averages 8 per game on the season. And Butler and Xavier tied. Barlow's career high is 19.
Face guarding D. Davis because he knows he runs the show. Trying to keep him out of the set. And they don't have a Roosevelt Jones to take over as an option at the point.
They swing it baseline. Makura. Stainbrook with the offensive rebound. Abel driving. Lost it. Into the hands of Dunham.
Travis able to move around, keep Stainbrook active, and turn and go here too.
Now faces in the paint.
Nice
Pivots other way, banks it in.
He's so patient in there. I get a kick out of it. Looks like he'll be playing the rest of his life.
Travis with 9 points. Stainbrook trying to get position out of bounds.
The ability to use the foot. This is Barlow earlier on, just extraordinary, not giving up. Missed the jump shot, but Travis, this modest post advantage of Rhode Island here. Little step through, little magic, little kiss during the bell.
And Travis with 19 points in 24 minutes in January against Xavier. Blewett spinning, left hand flip, no. But he's fouled.
Kids are so good at reading that lane and then adjusting the footwork as the defense overcompensates. Terrific.
So Trayvon Blewett at the line, unanimous All Big East rookie team, leads All Big East freshmen in scoring at 12 a game. And 3 things you need to know about this young man from Naptown. His favorite band, of course, from Gary, Indiana, the Jackson 5. Occupation, I'm going to go make the money, finance.
Never take a day off. That's you. And you may be his first client because you need people of means when you get into that business.
32-31 Butler.
Now look at the mismatch with Travis. He's got Davis.
Barlow. And he has been brilliant tonight.
It's interesting. He just provides a lift when necessary. Doesn't have to be the show, but when needed, he is the show.
16 points. (35-31) inside. Stainbrook. Across the lane.
Nice.
Lost it. Picked up. Abel. Makura. One dribble to the hole. The runner. And Barlow with the rebound.
The kid's amazing. I think it's around 3 a game.
Dunham off the bounce. Got it.
Oof.
Pull up big time. 10 points for KD. 37-31 Butler.
Now where do you go? Stainbrook got to get a touch low, being forced away a little bit.
Abel, 15-footer. Dunham with the board.
Travis with the checkout, just rolled Stainbrook out of the play.
Barlow again.
Oh, he's killing him.
Woods with the snatch down and stick back.
Rebounding. Big factor.
39-31, Butler starting the second half the way they started the first half. Woods with 9 rebounds. And the Butler Bulldogs up by 8. And the Big East tournament presented by New York Life continues tomorrow with the semifinals beginning with Villanova taking on Providence. And then Georgetown battles the winner of our game. It all starts right here on Fox Sports 1. And if you can't be in front of a TV, no problem. Just download Fox Sports Go to streamline all action live on your phone or tablet. And a look at the Big East tournament bracket.
That'll be fun to watch no matter who wins this one. You know, we talked about a lot of toughness, and when you talk about toughness, this is the guy. He doesn't look pretty, but boy, he is a beauty to behold. Deep jumpers, tenacious defense, anything loose up for grabs, he runs down. Sneaky, kind of quick and strong. And he's a student, as you noted earlier.
Scholar Athlete of the Year, Alex Barlow in the Big East.
Tough team to get behind. Travers once again forces him to bounce it. You can't get locked low.
Abel can't hit a jump shot today.
Nice pump.
Stainbrook gets his own board and gets to the hole easily.
Nice job, Stain, using that belly bump.
And a timeout called. 15:41 to go here in the second half. 39-33, Butler. Welcome back to the Big East tournament exclusively on Fox Sports 1, presented by New York Life. 39-33, Butler leads Xavier here in the second half. And let's take a look at what's happened today. In our first game, 3-pointers, the story, 17 for Villanova, who cruised by Marquette. In game 2, LaDontae Hinton had a double-double as Providence beat the Johnnies. Game 3, Devontae Smith Rivera came up big late, and Georgetown scraped by Creighton.
Is that an impressive performance? The shot, the 3 was big, his back cut was big, his block was big, and that layup he made, just terrific. And right now, can they get it going? A little different D, maybe? Let's see. You got a 1-3-1. Mercure, they like to put at the point here. Try and channel it. And remember, Georgetown went zone, got themselves back in the game. See if they can dodge one here.
Jones cutting to the hole. Can't get it over the lip of the rim. Stainbrook fighting. Cameron Woods picks it up off the deck.
Ooh, got to come up with that, though. Hump somehow. Stainbrook, that was big, that rebound.
Woods with 10 rebounds.
But coaches are always thinking, maneuvering. Well, this could be up for grabs.
Dunham going up high. Barlow again for 3.
It worked. 2 trips there. Got their stop.
He's now 4 for 8. Stainbrook has to go deep in the corner to catch it.
There you go, Gus. This is a disadvantage for his game. Nice cut, helps him out by Davis.
11th rebound for Woods.
+9 rebounds in 18 games by Woods. That tells you he gets after it.
Look for Dunham to get going now.
They might get a corner jumper, but they're going to shade to him, I would think.
Barlow. Roosevelt Jones.
They leave him.
There's Dunham.
And he makes you pay. Davis went sniffing on that baseline drive by Barlow, and you leave an unerring deep threat.
13 for KD. 42-33. Butler. And a foul.
Because you start to trail a play like this, you see Davis here. His responsibility is that guy. You know his number. Extraordinary release, quick. Cocks that wrist and knocks it down. Know that number and hang in there. They had a run out too with Dunham, but they didn't look. Woods is great on that inbound spell. You just can't see over him. The long arms and the long.
Travis, jump hook left hand.
Travis, he likes the little fake and come back and get in the passing lane. Does that frequently.
D. Davis. And deflected out of play.
Look at the size here. You can just see, look at him up here. You just can't see over him. Ends up with one of the best in the country that I've seen at doing this. Protecting, make everything a tough catch.
Reynolds with Woods on his back. Across the lane, great job.
Can be a good one. You have seen his hops, right?
Yes, he's a great athlete.
They get a little polish in that low post game. Hanging with the 1-3-1. Watch Dunham. All confident with the ball.
Travis wraps it around for Barlow. In and out. And a rebound to little D. Davis. Pick and roll. Davis backs it up.
And look how Jones can play a guy with that speed. And Barlow, number 3. That far from the basket, really unnecessary, but the little baby jump hook, you gotta have that in your arsenal. A guy that just keeps getting a little bit better on that offensive end.
Miles Davis. D. Davis will shoot it from there if Roosevelt Jones gives him too much space. Now Stainbrook.
Oh, not a good delivery.
And out of bounds. Jones with a hand on it.
Stainbrook really having a problem finding the cutter. And when they get on top of him or double or shade to him.
Stainbrook.
Nice calls.
Davis inside. Miles. And a rebound to Barlow.
Toughness.
Barlow with 4 rebounds to go along with his 16 points. Dunham.
That's the way you got to play him on the catch.
42-35. Reynolds. Oh, he just somehow managed to squeeze it in with English.
How about that? That's a heck of a little move. Going to that right shoulder baseline maneuver. Quickness. The release. He can get up with the best of them. That one just finesse.
And time for our New York Life Keep Good Going stat.
Just solid basketball. You know, Woods rebounding a specialty. Not the points on a regular basis, but Dunham and Barlow so efficient and take good shots. You got to challenge them and stay home. You got to contain like they do. Because if you help a little, they spot and deliver and get some good long distance numbers. Full court pressure now. Far on the floor. Well, this will be an interesting lineup, I think, for Xavier now. You got a little more speed and athleticism. Park can back off Woods. He's not going to take that deep one.
Travis. Drop step, jump hook, left hand, and he's fouled by Reynolds.
He works a guy. Oh, he shows up.
11:40 to play. 42-37. Butler heading to the free throw line. (42-37). Butler leads Xavier. 11:40 to go in the second half. And let's go inside the huddle.
Fellas, we got that war now. We're up 4-3. All right? It's a good job getting that war. Now listen. Down there, second opportunities, third opportunities for Butler. We got to nix those. They can't get second and third shots. We know that. All right? That's gonna be the difference between us going and playing tomorrow night and not. No second shots, no third shots.
Rebounding the key, no question. We said it at halftime. Butler in control by 8 rebounds right now, but Butler's got 8 offensive rebounds. You know, that's major league. Solid on that end. Little switch of the zone was a little bit confusing for a moment. See if they continue it on Xavier's behalf.
So at the line, Travis.
He just knows how to play, though.
Yes, he does.
I mean,
yes, he
he's not going to jump over anybody. He's just going to outwork you, out-finesse you. Good footwork.
And the second free throw off. Butler as a team not shooting the ball well from the free throw line. 2 for 8 tonight. And here's a team that in their last game against Providence, they were 20 for 20 from the line. Reynolds.
Did you see Barlow help on the front, on the post, and then go back and play his guy?
Reynolds, prior to that shot, was 11 for 11 his last 3 games. He finally missed one.
Farr, of course, he got hurt on that play, but what effort defensively. Just even Barlow on this play, I mean, just consistently mesmerizes me with his effort. Right here. And he's not the biggest guy, but he gets in the middle of it. Gets away from Farr, doesn't want to get number 4, and they get the ball.
It's his tailbone. Travis working his way to the hole. No. D. Davis.
They always spot the ball, keep it outside.
Abel. Wow. All day for Abel. He has not come close to the rim. Barlow, on the other hand, has.
That's not a good one by their standards. The quick jack. This he deserves one of those the way he's playing.
D. Davis slipping, and he loses it.
Well, you can't make a lot of mistakes against this team, though. Butler just, each possession can be painful for you. You want to cough it up.
And coming in, Larry Austin, the freshman from Springfield, Illinois, to replace D. Davis, backup point guard.
And his speed, he really can get by some people, can guard.
Roosevelt Jones.
And he gets the hold here. One way is starting Dunham.
Barlow is tricky.
He's got a little hidden strength, too. Doesn't he?
Stocky young man.
How he can get rid of people.
Kellen Dunham being guarded by Austin. Travis shows it.
This is a team that knows what they can do individually, too.
Dunham has his shot blocked into the hands of Austin.
Got some numbers here if they hurry. Steps.
Almost. Farr thought about the 3.
Look at Jones playing smaller. Look at this. All him.
Roosevelt Jones.
Pretty low.
Dunham. Wow. Those second chance opportunities, as Coach Mack said, blew it wide open. And a foul inside. And this will go against Xavier.
Who's in the middle of the mix? Barlow.
But Xavier's gone cold offensively. Right now, they can't buy a bucket. We've seen this before during the season. Reynolds called for his 4th. So they get Stainbrook back in.
One thing, though, Butler's not pulling away from them, though. So you get their legs, get their mind, and be solid on this end. As noted, don't give them second opportunities.
7 misses in a row for Butler. Barlow has missed his last 4 shots. Jones, beautiful steal.
Oh, not a good foul here. That's a little frustration. He's mad at himself more than anything. Trying to come up with a play to make up for it. That doesn't happen to this guy too often. He usually extends fully with that floater and just big time positioning. Trayvon on the money.
Barlow make that. Jones picks up his 2nd. Right now, Xavier needs an easy bucket. Let's see if they go to Matt Stainbrook.
Dunham getting a little rest for that TV time. A minute from now.
Blew it.
Might as well use the big guy when he's in there.
Davis and a reach-in foul coming up. Whoa!
Oh, it's going to be up a take.
A technical foul. Now they will get an easy basket.
Ah, silly. Keelan. Just some ways showing the age.
Martin, a freshman.
That's what happens when you play smaller guys, though. They just can get into your head. They can get by you. So it'll be the tee and then the ball.
Butler scoreless in the last 5 minutes. Xavier scoreless in the last 3, and Myles Davis will approach the free throw line to shoot the tech. Coach Holtman having a conversation with Tony Chiazza. As Martin will sit on the bench for a minute to cool off. Myles Davis.
After the whistle, it's called a dead ball technical foul. 2 plus the ball. Don't want to give them any hope. That's what
exactly.
That's all of a sudden, and also you waken a sleeping group, maybe. Elevating, piquing their interest.
Xavier was stuck in the mud offensively.
They were.
And Butler pulled him out. D. Davis, 2 shots and the ball now. 42-39. Davis, fade away.
Got to get a better shot. That was a nice trip.
The officials got to be careful now. It's getting really chippy out there, Coach.
Well, you've got, Butler mixes it up. I mean, they look like they could be altar boys at your local parish, but they compete. And they just get after it.
I was an altar boy. St. Cecilia.
That's where I went to high school, but because Detroit is where you went.
This is scary.
Parish. They wouldn't let you take the collection, I know that.
Not far. Missing the free throw with a great opportunity there. 42-39. We knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Dunham, 15-foot pull-up, and foul.
They ran right at him. You know he can make that shot, so the defense is certainly going to react. 2 guys on 1.
Dunham with 13 tonight. On 5 of 10 shooting.
Could you imagine him in high school? You mentioned points. Oh, what a tough cover. If he could get bigger, his feet are rather large, judging from here. Another couple of inches. Look at those boats.
2 free throws good. First Butler points in 5.5 minutes. Blew it. The kick. D. Davis driving, floating, scoring.
Did you see the arms go up? He rejoices, hallelujah. And those went to stop and tantalize. Whew. Knock down that little guy.
10 points for Davis. 3-point game.
And look at Kellen, he just discarded. So smart without the ball. Look at this.
Fouled again.
He knows how to get contact. He's okay. Chance to shoot free throws, you know he's getting up.
7:47 to play in the second half. 44-41. Nothing easy for either team, Coach Raftery.
Not at all. This is a drive he won't be able to shoot. Xavier not over the limit, but just getting a little rest. But how about this? You talk about moon ball. Ooh, Mars ball. Ooh, close in.
Time for our Lexus playbook.
And why not? It's all about the guards. Taking over. Toughness. Competitiveness. And a lot of talent, too, is Barlow first and then Dunham. Fill it up. Woo. Don't give him open looks.
44-41. And let's go inside the huddle with Chris Holtmann.
Again, it's about scrapping down there now, okay? Tyler Weidman, great job fighting down there. Okay, it's about scrapping. Got to scrap for every loose ball right now. Now, okay, they have 5 fouls, we have 7, okay? 2 more, we get in the 1-and-1 here. Let's continue to be in attack mode here, okay? Continue to be in attack mode.
Fouls are important, no question about it. Getting those opportunities, but I don't think you have to talk to his team about being feisty and aggressive, do you?
No, not at all, Coach.
They bring the best out in the opponent, or if you don't bring your best, you're not going to win.
Roosevelt Jones, Barlow, he drives, gets there, off the glass, no, but a whistle. Feisty, scrappy.
All those catch words that you hear cliche, but boy, it typifies this team. Looks like one of them, like Muggsy should be his nickname.
That's
Barlow.
right, Muggsy. That would be a great nickname for Barlow. As he misses the first free throw. Butler 4 for 12 from the free throw line. Second one good.
And just like Chris Holtmann said, one more, they're in the bonus.
Make that Butler 5 for 12 from the free throw line. And a foul.
And a nickel timer. And Woods closing out and quick jab, and you put those little touch fouls. They just won't let you do it.
He's called for his 4th, 8th team foul against the Bulldogs. 1-and-1. Lewitt can't sink it. Xavier 5 for 9 from the line.
The 3 guys are going to break it down with the dribble. That's the second. Ooh, he was looking in the corner. Thought Roosevelt Jones was going to be there. Once you spin, you do lose eye contact.
And the winner of this game will take on Georgetown. Hoyas beat Creighton. Had to come back to do it tonight. Behind the splendid play of Devontae Smith-Rivera. Now Stainbrook with the basket. 2-point game.
And experience in Myles Davis. What a nice look, and the good hands by the big fella.
It's about to start getting interesting now, folks. Final 6:30 of regulation. Dunham. Travis lost it. Abel, he's great in transition today. Abel to the basket. And foul.
Oh, what a tough cross in traffic at this end. Been solid. I believe that was the 11th turnover. They only had one other this half, but anytime you expose the ball in traffic, it's going to lead to opportunities. But this is just great basketball. The big guy understands how to get to the rim, and they do find a pretty play by Myles Davis.
Something's going on with Abel's shot tonight. I don't know if his hand is hurting. Free throw good. So Remy Abel, one more free throw.
50% on the year and 42 from 3. You're right.
And he missed the second.
Tough to shake that head and get over it.
But a one-point game, 45-44.
This is where Abel is more than capable.
Jones inside, weaving, lost it. Abel, look at Barlow fighting. Jones comes out of nowhere and claims it.
How about Barlow? They get the timeout with 1 second. Oh, goodness, Gus. What? The endeavor of this kid is something special. Anything for Butler, and they'll remember him for a long time after.
All right, a look at our bracket. Villanova, Providence tomorrow, followed by Georgetown and the winner of this game.
Should be a pretty good one. This will be a back screen pop where Kellum screens and steps to the ball, or you can get a screen and a lob, one of the two with Woods involved. Pretty good passer taking it out. Dunham going down, which means he's going to get a bump or give a bump and pop. See, Barlow goes to the one corner.
They put 2 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Dunham's got to hurry up. Fires off the front rim.
Good timeout to get a good shot, though. Under duress.
Davis the other way. Musketeers can take the lead on this trip.
We've got to bring it around to him, let him lock lower.
Stainbrook backing down. Gets inside. And it's swiped out of his hands and out of bounds.
It's a tough situation now with Woods on the ball. It creates havoc. All this bouncing has been a problem all game long. Great coordination. Woods sticking those paws in there.
Blew it. He drives, gets to the hole, blocked and taken away by Jones. Tough. Now Roosevelt Jones the other way.
Seldom do they really jack them up when they don't have a good set. He can elevate.
Dunham.
He knew. And rattled it home. You got to know and size up your defender. That's what makes that kid a little tougher. He might be 6'6", Gus, watching him warm up earlier.
(47-44).
Travis with pretty good strength, though. Negate it.
Great job by Matt Stainbrook, who has 12 points now. And he cuts the Butler lead to 1 with 4:28 to play.
Hold on, Gustavo.
Travis and a foul.
Wow, what a nice play to pin down by Travis. Roosevelt Jones, how good is it to have him back after the wrist problem last year? Tough D at the one end, and the other, the pull-up. You know you can plumb Bob when a guy is that much smaller than the big fella. Lumen, large, the behemoth, down on the box with the lefty.
So, Andrew Travis 0 for 2 from the free throw line today. And he gets a pair.
Talk about getting the most out of your ability. That's one of those kids that does.
49-46. Myles Davis back in the game along with Reynolds. Here's Davis, hard to the hoop, and the bounce goes in.
Well, everybody knows he can drill that three. He's really learned how to mix his game up.
9 points for Myles Davis. Dunham, double team. Travis across the lane, uses the glass and bakes it down.
Oh, he had money when he knew he had Stainbrook out that far. Explosive.
13 for Andrew. 51-48. Myles Davis. Reynolds. Drop step off the glass and in. That's a pro move right there.
That kid is coming along. Keep it going. Work hard this offseason, too. Complement that ability to control the glass and block some shots.
51-50. Approaching the 3-minute mark. The winner to advance to the semifinals to play Georgetown. Dunham hard to the basket. Step back jam. Rebounded by Woods. Finds a cutter. And good. Roosevelt Jones.
Woo. And here comes Jones. Terrific rebounding. Commitment to success that this team has, Gus. Woods, don't give up on him. Get your partner a bailout. Jones, tough.
Three-point game here in the second half. Xavier and Butler as you take a look at the game reset.
And the 2 timeouts essential in coming down the stretch. One more. And Butler gives up those 2 on the free throw line. Well-oiled group. All know their capabilities, play within them. They just put you to a test every time they go out the floor. And Xavier really competing as well. Not taking anything away from them.
And a trio of Barlow, Dunham, and Travis accounting for 47 of the team's 53 points.
Ooh.
D. Davis will pick it up. Myles Davis, Stainbrook.
Nice cross screen.
Jalen Reynolds wants it.
I like this play. Look at the spacing by Dunham.
Blew it for 3. And he hits. And we're knotted up at 53.
How good is this? Putting it all on the line.
2:26 to go. 53 apiece. The winner to advance to the semifinals to take on Georgetown.
Look for Dunham if he gets the opportunity. He knows he can get up high enough.
Dunham.
He got fouled.
No call. Davis contested. Wow. Xavier can take the lead right now. Let's see if they look for Blewett again. Myles Davis. Myles Davis deep.
Oh, what a big-time rebound. And who else? Roosevelt.
He's got 9 boards.
Presidential in his rebounding.
Dunham almost traveled. 1:37 to go.
Look for Travis to be involved a little bit. Pretty clever. If Jones doesn't have it, where's he going?
That's a questionable foul there.
Well, he's hurt too, I think.
Jones hits his elbow.
He forced the issue.
And Coach Mack can't believe it.
They're trying to keep him alone, under control at the far end. How about this? Talk about early onions. Woo! And they're alive and back in it.
You can start by.
And welcome back. Game tied at 53 with 1:24 to go.
We always talk about protecting the shooter, and Kellen Dunham gets a really good look. He knows he can plumb bob over the smaller D. Davis, and here right on the wrist, and the ball goes left. And then Roosevelt Jones on the counter. That's one of those tough little calls right here. I think this is a play on, if anything. And if you want to call anything, nobody moved. He pushed the envelope, so to speak, but maybe just a play on. That brought the ire of Chris Mack.
So Roosevelt Jones goes to the line. 61% free throw shooter, shooting 1-1, 0 for 2 this evening.
This is where all the guys have to know what the free throw shooter percentage is, so you're ready.
Wow, he missed that one badly.
That wasn't pretty.
53-53, 1:19 to go. Here we go from the world's most famous arena. Xavier. Myles Davis, pick and roll with Stainbrook. Kicks it out. D. Davis. You want it in his hands in these moments.
Stainbrook got to be active, so does Reynolds, particularly weak side rebounding. Oh, nice hand.
Knocked away by Dunham. Great job.
The hands, making himself bigger.
50 seconds. And Coach Holtman's going to let him play. Roosevelt Jones.
Watch Dunham coming off screens and elevating for Jones with the dribble drive. He loves it.
Here's Jones. Barlow's been hot from outside. 10 to shoot. Roosevelt Jones inside. In and out. Stainbrook with the rebound. 20 seconds to go. Chris Mack slows him down. Shot clock turned off. Timeout. Xavier. 53-53.
They were ready for Jones that trip. Trying to bogart his way in that lane. And standing up big time. Stainbrook's got to do a better job finding people, because they are doing a terrific job spacing, not letting him dribble, turn the corner, and on the kick out they're ready.
And you just wonder, who does Coach Mack go to? Stainbrook has 12. D. Davis has 10. Myles Davis has 9. Blewett has 9. And Jalen Reynolds has 8.
Now D. Davis is great in these situations, getting into the lane. Painful. Goodness. That's the way my wife used to look when I brought home the paycheck in the old days. But right now, the ability to dribble drive, they got 2 post-up guys in the game unless they take Reynolds or Stainbrook out. So you're going to have weak side rebounding no matter what.
So on the floor, Roosevelt Jones, Dunham, Cameron Woods, Barlow, and Travis for Butler. As Xavier prepares to break the huddle.
You want to make sure it's the last shot, too. Under 5, so you can maybe get a tip. You don't want to give this club an opportunity. Butler has 2 timeouts to play with. Xavier has the 1.
Stainbrook, Myles Davis, Jalen Reynolds, D. Davis, and Blewett.
Dunham's got to keep Davis in front of him. They like that ball screen, too, run out late.
E. Davis, guarded by Dunham, 10 seconds. And here he goes, pick and roll. Davis to Stainbrook, 4 seconds. Stainbrook, strip, Barlow from half court.
Oh! And what a great defensive play, being ready for Stainbrook. We started talking about being tough. The exhibition of toughness prevails at crunch time. Just look at this. And who is it? The guy that exemplifies just sticking your nose in and competing, just comes a little short. Oh, you do get a little shaky at the end, and just hoping that thing doesn't go at the other end. Oh.
So we go to overtime here at the world's most famous arena. In the meantime, let's go to LA and check in with the guys.
Yeah, guys, overtime. On a Thursday night from New York City, sign me up. I'm in. Fox Sports Live is coming up immediately following the basketball game. We're going to follow Will Ferrell. You might have heard he played a lot of baseball.
Plus, another huge day in NFL free agency, Dan, as DeMarco Murray is now joining the Philadelphia Eagles, leaving the Dallas Cowboys. Now let's get it back to Gus at MSG.
All right, thank you very much. 5 minutes put on the clock. 53-53. The Big East Tournament, exclusively on Fox Sports 1, is presented by New York Life, the official sponsor of Overtime. Gus Johnson, Bill Raftery, Molly McGrath with you. Butler 2-0 in overtime this year. Xavier 0-3.
Gus, they were really ready for Stainbrook going to that left side that he likes when he faces the basket and just pinching. That pack line mentality, not letting anybody turn the corner in a gritty play by Alex Barlow.
I've seen some incredible Xavier games. Xavier, Ohio State in the tournament a few years back. Xavier, Kansas State and Utah, double overtime. And the Musketeers control the tip.
Let's see where they go. Haven't had a whole lot of success finding the post people. Travis once again extricates. Look how far out Well, that's not his game right there.
Stainbrook poked away by Travis with 11 to shoot.
Stainbrook's got to be a little tougher holding his position on the box area. And look at Woods. We can see those arms up there. That was Jones.
D. Davis, left-hand floater, and gets the bounce, plus the foul.
How about that? Going. Not to the dominant hand, the left hand. And able to convert, cradle this baby home. Well, he's the king in that area of the floor. Magnificent look and a chance for three. Soft, feathery release.
Dunham with his fourth foul. Davis adds a free throw. Remy Abel comes in for Myles Davis. Defensive substitution.
Yeah, that's his game. No question about it. He should be on Dunham.
Barlow. Cameron Woods. Travis. Roosevelt Jones. Dunham.
Double high pick and pop. And look at Travis go to the rim.
And the rebound to Blewett, the freshman.
Great job in the interior.
E. Davis, in and out dribble, baseline pull-up, no. Loose ball.
Oh, I love it. Look at all these guys. Jump ball.
Possession arrow favoring the Bulldogs.
Tell you what, they are leaving it out, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Oh, this is just magnificent.
Great action at the Big East Tournament. Old-time Big East game between two of its newest members. It's got that kind of feel.
Yeah, they feel pretty comfortable at this point in their careers. Travis just unloaded going to the rim the last time. He on the box is pretty darn good.
Jones. Barlow. Straight away.
The little guy with the magnificent pump.
And we're tied at 56. He has his career high tonight. 20. Baseline. Jalen Reynolds and one.
And who made the play? D. Davis. Kid who just does so many good things. Second in the Big East in assists. 12th in the USA. Dropping another, but Barlow open on the kick out. Nylon by a guy who has just been extraordinary. And here, the little deft pocket pass. A kiss and a chance for three. Wow. Unbelievable play right now. And I think that's admiration too, don't you?
Yes, it is.
And maybe disdain.
A little bit of both. Cameron Woods is fouled out, and he leaves with 14 rebounds and 2 points. So Jalen Reynolds at the free throw line. 64% free throw shooter on the season. 59-56. We were tied at 53 at the end of regulation. Barlow.
Nice job.
Knocked out by D. Davis.
We do a little refereeing too. A little smile. And Jeff Anderson trying to twist his mind a little bit.
Here's Barlow.
A tough match here for Stainbrook, but this should do some damage for Travis if he can get inside a little bit.
Etherington in the game. Travis straight away. In and out. That ball halfway down.
So they got what they wanted, and nobody got out.
Abel.
We can be patient now and get a really good one. Make them work on the D.
Davis.
Nice
feeds the post. And Reynolds fouled.
He worked hard, Reynolds. He went box to box, got everything twisted around, had that angle, and what a little deft delivery to the low box by the little guy.
Jalen Reynolds at the free throw line. 11.6 rebounds. He's playing with 4 fouls. 1 of 1 at the line this evening.
Not bad. You mentioned the number 64.
Right now, Xavier with their largest lead of the game. Second one long. 60-56. 2:24 to go. Dunham hasn't scored in about 7 minutes.
Abel's been the reason.
Dunham driving. Dunham kicking.
On the hands.
Reynolds with the steal. And Barlow swipes it. Here's Barlow to the hole. And foul.
Oh my, it's this kid incredible. Reynolds has got to eat the ball first. You don't dribble at that size. Lack of respect for the intensity, not only of Butler, but in particular, Barlow. Nothing for free with this kid around. What a nice read. And now, look at this, Gus. Just the action to attack. He just wanted to get the free throw line. Put his team back in this thing. Well, you mentioned the D. A lot of help here, forcing him to kick it back out. And those big hands, Reynolds not leaving his guy.
So Reynolds fouls out with 12 points and 6 boards.
It's amazing how often big guys want to dribble that ball. Eat it. You got the game in your favor.
Meanwhile, Barlow, 1 of 2 at the line tonight. He's an 83% free throw shooter.
You don't want to fight with Muggsy.
No, you don't.
What an effort tonight.
And he gets them both. 2-point game.
That's one of those, was there any question?
That's right.
Yeah.
2 minutes to go. Barlow with 22. His career high.
There's one less option inside without Reynolds now. Stainbrook's got to hold his box. Look at Travis just shoving him out.
Stainbrook now uses his frame. Cross court. Rising fire. Davis. Loose. And a foul.
I don't know who they got. I see him pointing at Travis.
And I believe that's Dunham. And if it is, that's his 5th. And Dunham is fouled out.
Chris Holtman just can't believe it. Trying to do a job checking out. Well, he did. No question about it. Travis put his hands on his head. I thought it may have been on him.
So Martin comes in for Dunham. Kellen Dunham leaving with 17. Here's Martin. Got called for the technical foul here in the second half. It sent him to the bench. Blew it at the line. He's 1 of 3.
76%.
61-58. 10 points for Blewett. And he misses second, but Stainbrook is there for the rebound.
Good job. He just uses that body beautifully.
9 rebounds for Stainbrook. D. Davis slowing it down. 61-58, the winner to advance to the semifinal and take on the Georgetown Hoyas.
Don't overhelp off of Davis if he gives it up.
Here's D. Davis, the kick. Myles Davis. Barlow fighting. Myles again with a rebound and putback.
Staying after it. Timeout. Chris Mack. Barlow ends up checking out the long corner, and Davis on the spot, able to kiss that baby home. Xavier reacting pretty darn well right now. Games like this are all about effort. Sticking your nose right in there, which Barlow does on a consistent basis, but Davis, who is outside with the deep jack, alert, responds. Tremendous fashion. And that smile proves the success.
Keep in mind, if Xavier is able to hold on and advance to the semifinals, the X-Men have beaten Georgetown twice this year, 70-53 in Cincinnati and 66-53 in D.C.
And you know, this time of year, it's all about getting better. People get better. They improve. They start having more confidence, believe in themselves, trust one another. So we're running like this if they get by. Plenty of time left for Butler. They don't have as many options, so it'll be either Barlow on some penetration or kick out. Roosevelt Jones dominating with his drive, but they have contained him pretty well. That leaves Schrabbis, the guy that maybe get in that box area, let him use that terrific footwork he possesses. McCure on the floor. I wonder if they go 1-3-1, Gus.
Let's see. Remember, Barlow tonight, 5 of 12 from the three-point line, if they decide.
They go to 1-3-1. Corner jumper, but you don't have Dunham. It takes away some dribble penetration, but you don't want to give this guy open looks.
Barlow with the 3, Schrabbis with the follow, and he's fouled.
Wow, how about that read? Rebounding, generally a difficulty against zone, but against the 1-3-1, a lot of ground to cover. You can see Schrabbis at the bottom just rolls by Stainbrook. You don't have the individual responsibility to stick your guy. Nevertheless, if he's in your area, ride him out.
Schrabbis 60%, 2 of 4 tonight. Gets a first. Blewett and Abel come in. Okura Farr head to the bench.
Well, that rebound was a monster for Xavier. Conversely, as big, you get them in touch, Butler.
Second free throw, no good. Blewett with a rebound. D. Davis. Myles Davis across, almost lost it. Don't need it.
You're gonna play straight up.
Blewett. And a foul.
Well, watch it, Roosevelt Jones, the competitiveness coming out in him.
.3 remaining. Blewett 2 of 5. 35 at the free throw line.
Good on the season as well at 76. So this is what seals deals. Stepping up, sticking them. This is a rising performer.
Yes, he is.
Next year he's going to be terrific.
Far back in, Stainbrook to the sideline. Blew it. Missed the second. Barlow pushing it, and a timeout called by Butler.
Now you don't want them to get those quick jacks. You don't want to foul. You want to make Butler use some clock on the offensive end now. And again, that missed opportunity on the rebound by Travis. You must rebound, particularly if you want to close this thing out.
This game was tied at 53 at the end of regulation.
You may have to set up housekeeping here.
I know.
You've been here for quite a while. Tomorrow, you'll be here later in the day. Limited options, as we noted, for Butler right now. I think Travis is the guy because he can get to the free throw line.
And many talked about Xavier being in the tournament, but a win here in the Big East tournament would definitely secure their position for March Madness in the NCAAs.
Yeah, you're right. Straight man now.
Travis to Roosevelt Jones. Barlow three. And an offensive foul on Roosevelt Jones.
On the handoff. A tough deal. Boy, Jones is some competitor, let me tell you. On the handoff, he's still moving. And, you know, you get mad, but that's your foul.
So a sub coming in, Jackson Davis for Butler.
Now you want him to give the foul, if possible. See if they run somebody deep here. Oh, look at Barlow trying to induce, fake as though he got hit. Pretty good try, though. Tell you what, he does not give up. Now watch this now. He's got the contact now. Well, he forced Davis to throw that arm out, but he gets right back up and plays. And Davis, Holtman, and Mike Lewis, I should say, over the sideline get a little bit upset over it.
Myles Davis. Xavier trying to ice this one. Still, though, 29 seconds to go.
This is a conference game. Typical of the competitiveness of this conference all season long.
66-59. Butler trying to come up with a miracle. Jones picks it up.
Not a deep threat. That's the problem. He's got to get to the rim.
Travis, left hand, and tapped up and in. No, they're going to let that ball count. Travis.
Timeout.
And a timeout called by Butler.
In the hunt here. Now, you thought this may have been a little goaltending, huh? Or basket interference, I should say. And he didn't touch it, I don't think, do you?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I couldn't really tell. Davis.
A nice opportunity drive, though. Boy, what effort by both clubs, though. Goodness. Talk about leaving it out here. And after this, if you win, you only have Georgetown to worry about. Not bad. Sleepless nights.
Great coaching effort, though, by Coach Mack. His team slow in the first half. Slow in the second half, but he reeled Butler in. Methodically going inside. Denying Butler second chance opportunities on the other end of the floor.
They will not let D. Davis, who I think has been just top of his game tonight, touch the ball.
66-61.
If they can help it.
And jump ball the call, possession arrow favoring Xavier.
A lot of guys down here. Trying to get somebody big to inbound. They needed Chris Holtman to get out of the way. That's what they're telling him. So that in case they do throw the ball, it's a good point.
And a quick foul.
Big Mac gets an opportunity, 76 to second team Big East. And these games take a lot out of you.
Matt Stainbrook at the line, shooting 2.
Matt Stainbrook.
Bend the knees, big guy.
Jimmy Abel back in, 12 seconds to go. Akira takes a seat.
One shot.
Second one for Stainbrook is good. 67, 61, 10 seconds. Jones to Barlow.
Oh, his buddy just tripped of Davis. That's a shame. Went for the shot.
And how about this? Xavier defeating Butler 67-61 in overtime as the coaches shake hands at the end of this one. Fox Sports Live starts now.
Gus, thank you. Great game, great overtime. I'm Jay. That's Dan. Fox Sports Live is on the air. We have all the college hoops highlights you crave.
Plus, another huge day in NFL free agency. Eagles signing DeMarco Murray. But for now, we're going back to Gus Johnson at Madison Square Garden, most famous arena in all the land.
All right, thank you very much. And at the beginning of our broadcast, we told you that this one had the potential to be a war, and it turned out to be a war. 67-61 the final. Xavier upsetting Butler. Now let's go to Molly McGrath, who's standing by with Coach Mack.
Thanks, Gus. Coach, this game was a battle. What did you tell your team heading into overtime?
The same thing I told them before we started the game. And, you know, it just seems like when Butler and Xavier play, it just comes down to 50-50 balls and toughness plays. And, you know, our two Achilles heels tonight were the start of the first half and start of the second half. But fortunately, our kids gritted it out. And I thought we just were a little bit tougher on the inside. And very, very fortunate. They're a great team.
Speaking of grit, Matt Stainbrook, Myles Davis, D. Davis, those guys were huge for you in overtime. How much confidence do you have in them in those crucial moments?
Well, I have a lot of confidence in every guy on our team. You know, that's why we recruited him. You know, D made a heck of a play to start the overtime. He had the grit to make the free throw as well and put us up 3. And, you know, so often when you get to overtime, you know, momentum can really, really carry you forward, and I thought it did tonight. We're fortunate. Again, Butler's a really good team. They got an opportunity to do something next weekend when they get in the tournament.
You spoke of that momentum. Your defense was really gritty tonight, forcing a lot of turnovers. What did they do well to send you into this win?
Well, again, I think that two really good teams. We slugged it out. I mean, the game could have gone either way. You know, I made a mistake at the end when Matt Stainbrook drove to win the game. I should have put Barlow's man on the other side. That little sucker gets his hands on everything. I'm glad we don't have to play him ever again.
Coach, it's past midnight. You got to look ahead to Georgetown. How are you going to get your team ready?
You don't need to get your team ready when you face Georgetown. Those guys know what Georgetown's all about. They've got a terrific system. They have great players. We have great respect for Georgetown. We're going to celebrate this game for about 2.5 minutes, and then we'll get to work on their offense.
All right, thanks, Coach. Get some rest. Let's send it over to Rob Stone now.
All right, Molly, thank you. So only 2.5 minutes. Xavier is allowed to celebrate this one. Matt Stainbrook, you're on the clock. Rob Stone, Kevin O'Neill, Donnie Marshall, and the man with another double-double today. Once this one went into overtime, what was the message in that meeting heading in to the final stanza?
You know, we just wanted to play really tough. We wanted to rebound. We knew that it was going to come down to the defensive end. So, you know, when we huddled up, we wanted to rebound. We wanted to play tougher than them. They knew they were going to play hard, so we didn't want to get out tough. That was the basic message.
And you didn't. You know, everybody came through. Big plays by your guards, big plays by your inside people. I thought Jalen Reynolds, particularly in one stretch, did a great job of getting to the rim, making plays. You guys deserve to move on. Now you got a tall task. How about Josh Smith? There's the one job right there.
I have the utmost respect for Josh Smith. He's a really big guy, really good player. You know, it's not always fun to know I'm going against him because it's a heavy load, but I think our team's really excited, really energetic, and even though a short turnaround, we'll be ready.
You got him twice.
You beat him twice.
Third time's the charm.
Exactly, third time's the charm.
Listen, Matt, it was very physical at points in this game. How did you guys keep your composure? I understand some teams say we want to be physical. Other teams are like, we don't want to get into that. It looks like you guys can play a couple of different ways, but it was definitely physical.
You can't get too high with the highs and too low with the lows. You know, we tried to make sure that, you know, they go on their runs, we'll go on our runs, but overall we're going to play our toughest and just give it all.
Matt, real quick, Butler led for a majority of this one until what point in the second half where you felt things started to turn into your favor?
You know, I think by one of the media timeouts, we sort of sat down and said, hey, we can't keep trading baskets with them. You know, we're sort of cutting away at their lead, 5 points, 4 points. It goes back to 6, 7. You know, one of the media timeouts, we sat down and said, hey, we got to sit down, got to make sure we play defense and stop trading baskets.
Matt Stainbrook, 13 points, 10 rebounds. Congratulations. You now have about 10, 15 seconds left to enjoy this one, according to Coach Mack. And you guys have Georgetown tomorrow night in the second semifinal. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Go get some sleep.
Well